Christmas Day, but before she put the decorations away. Aunt Edie would have activity books and chocolate treats for us whenever we visited, no matter what the occasion was. As we got older, Aunt Edie and Uncle Walter would come to our home in South Orange for Christmas. Aunt Edie loved to bring appetizers to contribute to the festivities. Her shrimp and vegetable platters with her decorative touches were always popular in our family. Always generous, Aunt Edie liked to shop and give gifts. Even as getting out to shop became more challenging for her, she would ask about something we needed or wanted and use catalogs to shop. In more recent years, she would say at various celebrations, "Well, I didn't do any shopping this year, I'll have to get to it." We assured her we were just glad to see her. As I became a teacher, Aunt Edie shared stories about teaching and celebrated that my cousins and I had become teachers. She liked to ask about my current students and challenges in education, and she would share her favorite memories as a teacher as well. Most recently, she enjoyed our little Eloise's antics during our visits to Sunrise. She looked for things to give Eloise to play with and was eager to hold her on her lap. Although Eloise didn't sit still for long these days, she cooperated when we placed her in Aunt Edie's lap. In December, Aunt Edie chuckled as we watched Eloise chase the cat around the Christmas tree at Sunrise. We will continue to share memories of Aunt Edie as Eloise grows up, especially as we bring her to the Pocono Pines in the summertime.
Good morning. Thank you all for coming. I'm Wayne Novak. For those who don't know me, Edie was my mom's cousin, and she's my godmother, and always will be. It doesn't seem possible that yet another chapter has ended in our family's history. It seemed like only yesterday that we were sharing summers at Luther Land in Pocono Mountains. Believe it or not, I was a little boy once. One that grew up knowing that whenever you got to visit with Cousin Edie, there was always good times, laughs, and always a smile. Her classroom and children were her second family, but when Walter came into her life, an entirely new chapter opened for both of them. They shared their love of golf, travel, and always had stories of where they had most recently been. Edie loved her collections, dolls from her childhood, Christmas decorations from the old country, porcelains from her travels, and pictures from far-off places that she made into beautiful scrapbooks. One of those scrapbooks that was particularly interesting told of a very special trip she took to attend her cousin Olivia's graduation, a trip that started in New Jersey, went to Florida, over to Cuba, and across the country to New Orleans, Texas, Mexico, LA, Oregon, and then to the Chicago World Fair. What was happening in 1940? Mom, Dad, Tommy, Edith, cousins John and Lydia. Hopefully those of you that can join us for lunch will be able to see some of those memories in a little slideshow. She brought happiness to Walter and Pop and those around her, the same way she could relate to all the children she loved and taught. She carried that smile and happiness to all those she came in contact with. Her time as a volunteer at the hospital was one loving and giving person throughout her life. I was reminded of her wonderful gift of spreading joy by one of the staff at Sunrise just yesterday, when she lovingly shared how much Edie will be missed. Even in her declining health, there was always a smile and that special laugh. I never lived close by to visit for holidays. My brother Darrell and his family have had that joy, and he's been Edie's loving and caring family for this last chapter of her life. Mississippi, surprising Edie and taking her out to a special lunch for us both. A lunch that always had to include a glass of wine or a cocktail. The food really wasn't important. I will miss these special lunch visits, just as we will miss Edie, but we will cherish the memories